Hey guys, I'm Ivan, and I'm here with.
Mathew Solie, producer on Disney Infinity.
That's where we're at right now. And Matthew, can you tell us a little bit about Disney Infinity?
Oh, wow. I can actually tell you a lot about it. So, Disney Infinity, basically how it works is. Whoop, I know, totally improv that one. So, there are these figures that you get that will actually unlock these characters in game. So, when I put down Barbossa, he would actually appear in game. Now you're saying, well, what kind of modes are there? There's actually two modes. So, there are play sets, which we're going to show you some today, that are these IP specific experiences that are all very, very new, and they're brand new stories that actually are using these specific characters to that playset. And that was probably the most unelaborate way to explain that. So basically, the gist is, inside the Pirates world, you can play as Barbossa, Davy Jones, Jack Sparrow. Okay. You would never see like Mikey or Sully running around in the Pirates playset.
Oh, okay.
But now I know you're like, but I've heard there's this like huge mashup mode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's Toy Box. That's the second part of the software. Inside of Toy Box, it actually is a huge world creator and game creator. So we're actually allowing people to take all these different characters and create new fun worlds and new games that they're going to be able to do whatever they want in. Because it's like, imagine when you were a kid, you threw out all your toys in your parents' living room, and you play with them how you wanted. My big thing was I had Duke from G.I. Joe and Optimus Prime raiding Barbie's Dream Match, and my sister owned. Mm-hmm. Same idea. So, pretty good, huh?
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh yeah, so what else you got?
Well, how long has this been in development? We were talking about how it was a little postponed. How long has it been coming to fruition?
So it's been, by the time we ship August 18th, 3 years. I know, that's crazy. Like over 200 people, 3 years. Wow. So actually, it's sort of a fun background story. Toy Story 3, you played that at all?
Yes.
Okay, Toy Story 3 was actually sort of where Infinity came from. So inside we had that Western town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, so there was like a lot of fun. It was a huge open world. You played Buzz, Woody, or Jesse, and you had to become the sheriff of Western Town. Now, after we finished that, we were like, wow, this actually turned out to be like a really cool aspect of the game. Maybe we should do another one. So a bunch of team members from Toy Story actually jumped over, and they actually started working on what was called Buzz Lightyear Star Command. And the rest of them went on and did Cars 2, as you're probably aware. So Buzz Lightyear Star Command, it was sort of a space themed out Western Town. Now, what was really cool, though, is we wanted online multiplayer. And you're like, online multiplayer, what? So what's really fun about it was, normally when you play a multiplayer game, you go in, there's a lobby with a bunch of names. It's really boring. But for kids, you want to make it really, really fun. So what we did was we actually created, I kid you not, it was a desert island with a palm tree. And we had all these toys in there. And so the kids could go in there and they could do whatever they want, just run around in this rumpus room. And then they would all get together and then go into the play sets. Now, what happened was, kids really liked this desert island with toys, like really liked it. So we're like, wait a minute, we might have something here. Like this is crazy. So it was like really exciting, and that's how the iterative process, and that's how Infinity basically came to be born and be.
Okay. And so is it like a platform game, or what does it feel more like?
Oh, so it's a mix of everything. No exaggeration. You saw the E3 trailer we did, right? The one that was like best of.
Yeah.
So with the whole thing, yeah, I know, best of everything. Best use of a toilet paper launcher. So the whole reality is every playset has sort of a different, unique aspect to it. So like, for instance, Lone Ranger is like all about, gun combat and using the ricochet mechanic, take down the McTavish gang and save Colby, Texas. You also get your own train in there that you're able to customize. So that's one aspect. Pirates, which we're going to look at in a minute, it's all about flintlock combat, sword combat, and then, of course, ship to ship. I know you're like, wait a minute, kids a family game, you have ship-to-ship combat? Oh yeah, and realistic water physics to boot. So that's just an example. I mean, you're seeing how big these play sets are, and they're just completely unique experiences. That's sort of the fun thing. We didn't want these to be cookie cutter, so it's not like you're going to go into Monsters University and it'll be like The Incredibles where you're punching everyone. It doesn't make sense. Like in Monsters University, it's all about pranking and scaring. So think Animal House meets Revenge of the Nerds with monsters. And so all these playsets offer these unique items, and then once you go into Toy Box, like I said, world creator, game creator, you can use all this stuff you've unlocked to create whatever you want. Hence why you've like probably heard, we've said it a bunch, like we've had guys at Avalanche recreate like Mario World 1-1, like using a 2D side-scroller camera. We've had guys recreate Spy Hunter. That one was my personal favorite. Lightning McQueen, he had the little machine guns on the side and had to go blow everyone up. It's really fun. And then Gauntlet was another great one. And then, they actually recreated levels from Mario Kart 64.
No way.
Dead serious. Like, to scale, everything. You could race around. It was so much fun, just using the tools inside of Infinity. So it's like, when we say the possibilities are infinite, just making sure a PR person didn't hear me say that. They might come and get me. But yeah, it's like literally that's why we wanted it called Infinity, because it
keeps going and going.
And that's the best part. So as you make these toy boxes in these games, you want to share them with your friends. You can totally do that. As long as your friends in like PSN or Nintendo Network or even Microsoft's Xbox Live, we can invite each other into our toy boxes. But you're like, I want to put it bigger. It's like, what if I make the best racetrack in the world? We got you covered. So basically what you can do is upload it to Disney. We'll curate it because, we're Disney. We don't want anything crass in there. I'm looking at you kids at home. So we check it out, and then we're going to take the best, and we're going to put them up on a server. And then anyone can download that user-generated content for free. Now what gets even better, so say for instance you're on a Wii U.
Right.
And it's very timely since someone's playing the Wii U behind us. You go ahead and you make the coolest racetrack ever. You upload it, it gets approved, it gets put down in user-generated content so anyone can get it. I can pull that same content down on my 360. Dead serious.
No way.
Dead serious. I know we helped sort of end a little bit of the console wars there. But yeah, so that's like one of those fun ones. It's like all of our user-generated content literally.
You can share it.
Yeah. And then with our Disney ID system, it gets even better, where you're going to be able to, like, say, build on your 360 and then bring it down on your Wii U. I know. It's a big game, folks.
It's really, really big.
Yeah. So what else you got? Any other good questions?
Well, I would like for you to show me the game, actually.
Oh, yeah.
We're really excited to see.
Come on in, my dear viewers. So right now I have Armin. He's actually driving. We're in the Pirates of the Caribbean playset. And as you can see, we've unlocked the ship. That's what we were talking about. And this whole ocean, this is only half of the entire open world for Pirates of the Caribbean. There's over 10 islands you're going to be able to sail to and do various things on. Fun little missions that are 20, 30 minutes, or story-driven stuff that'll be like over an hour, hour and a half. So as you see right now, Armin's actually spamming various cannons. He can actually hold down the button and it'll charge up and he can fire all three at once, unless he gets broadsided like that, and you actually lose all your cannon fire. So there's a bit of a risk-reward with that. On top of that, your pirate ship is actually completely customizable. Remember I said we want to make these playsets sort of feel like your own? So you actually are going to have the ability to, he sank. Armin, you were doing so well. Oh, man. Don't worry, it's his first time, folks. So basically what's awesome is you can customize your ship, make it look however you want. So as you progress, you saw those red capsules he was picking up? Those are customizations that you can use for your crew or your ship. Every playset has 2 levels of customization. So like when we were talking Lone Ranger a bit ago, there's the train, you can customize that, which is a lot of fun. And then on top of that, you can customize all the townspeople of Colby. Cool stuff. Yeah. So not only can you customize it, you actually are going to be able to get upgrades. So you'll be able to get more cannons, better sails, rudder that allows you to turn better, so on and so forth. And because inside this playset, the whole story is about Jack, Davy Jones, Barbossa going after what's called Kraken's Bane, you're actually going to get magical items you can put on your ship that go give you like new cool stuff. I know, it's crazy. I just cannot stop doing all this stuff. So basically what Kraken's Bane allows you to do is you're going to be able to stun the Kraken, because you need to be able to stun him in order to, fight Davy Jones. And then, of course, you can imagine the end game. Yeah. You do get the Kraken Hammer, that giant plunger thing you saw in Dead Man's chest. Yeah, you get to summon the Kraken against rival enemies. Wow. Yeah. I mean, we're basically trying to present, like, the best of the best of the best, sir. Yeah, everything. And that's the best part. So Infinity is a perfect platform for Disney. It's everything can be in it. So inside Toy Box, you may have seen, like, we had those ESPN-themed sports toys. Makes sense. Doing a whole ESPN game might be a little bit tough, but we could actually do that where we actually have these fun little sports toys branded to them. And then as you saw, we had Swampy and the guys from Phineas and Ferb here today, which was super exciting, where they actually gave away literally the first 4 Phineas and the first 4 H&Ps, which, by the way, those are awesome. They're actually hand-painted. Yeah, so you get to see a little bit of the development process right there. Like, those are the ones we have to show to them, going, is this okay? Does this look right? And they're like, yeah, totally. Trust me, they didn't want to give those away. They were just like, can we not mention them and just put them in the back of a car and leave? No, but it turned out pretty good. So, I mean, yeah, that's sort of Pirates in a nutshell. As you can see, he's like sort of messing around. He can actually go ahead and hop in and show the customization aspect. So, next part you want to know is like, so we have all these cool toys sitting here. You want to know what does what. Yeah. So I'm totally going to mess up Armin right now, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this thing here. This is what's called a playset piece. Don't worry, he'll survive for a few more minutes. This is how it unlocks these open worlds I was talking about, like Pirates. So this one comes in the starter pack, so it actually has Monsters University, Incredibles, and Pirates. So Armand can keep playing in the background and showing us pretty cool stuff. I go ahead and put that on the back there, and then bada bing, bada boom. So if I had kept it off, I would have gone to Toy Box. So, and then of course I know you're going like, but why don't I put Syndrome on here and play as Syndrome and Pirates? Like I said, these are all original stories that are unique, and they actually are IP specific. What does all that lingo mean? Pirates and Pirates, Incredibles and Incredibles. We don't want to mix and match everything in here. So people who want that cool story-driven experience are going to be able to enjoy it. Now when you go in Toy Box, you're going to be able to take every character and play how you want. Now, I know you're wondering, he has Pogs. I know. Trust me, you wouldn't believe how many people were saying, like, you have Pogs? Now you have a hit kid. It's like, wow. It's like, yeah, what? So this one is a circular power disc. These work in play sets and in Toy Box. So for instance, right now we're in this play set. If you want to do the honors, go ahead and put that underneath Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow. Yep. There we go. And as you see on the screen, bada bing, bada boom. You got a chance for more damage. You can stack up to 2 of those underneath characters. And then also, occasionally some of them combine and actually have a third alchemy effect. I know. More stuff. So those are the circular ones. I know. Trust me. I've had more people walk away where it's like my brains can't take all this awesome.
Yeah.
So now we're going to talk about the hexagonal ones. These are the ones I know you're like, oh my God, what do they do? There's ones that are colored orange. That must mean they're important. You're right, son.
Yeah.
So the hexagonal ones, these work inside of Toy Box only. They go in that back spot of the reader where actually, normally you put the playset piece. So inside Toy Box, these hexagonal ones will add new toys or actually theme your Toy Box. Cool? Come on, it's cool. So what we're going to do, this one here, if I were in Toy Box, I put it down, this would actually change the entire sky to look like Sugar Rush. And of course, we would start playing that song, Sugar Rush, Sugar. Yeah, I've heard that like 1,000 times.
So it's customization.
Yep.
You
You can make your world customized. So like this one here actually customizes the road, the ground, the trees will turn into stuff from Sugar Rush. It's amazing. And you'll have to check it out more as we wander around here.
Yeah.
And then like,
all on Toy Box or?
these are all in Toy Box.
Toy Box, okay.
And then, like I said, they actually unlock virtual toys. So like right here we have, the cane from Up, which is a great melee weapon, by the way. Works great against Omni Droids. And plus little tennis balls actually go flying when you start beating up guys. And then also, we'll get to the rarity. Yes, I know, we're jerks. We have rarity. So inside every one of these blind packs, we sell these like power discs in. Sometimes you might get a rare power disc. So this one in particular is a Boo the Elephant and has a little lenticular label, so a little hologram on there. So we wanted to make sure kids knew it's like this power disc is super special. So if you trade with your friend, make sure you're getting a lot for it. So that's pretty much all the aspects of like the hardware side of the software. Yeah, did I say that right? Hardware side of the software? I think so.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have any other questions? Anything else you want to know?
Well, what everyone wants to know, when does it come out?
It's coming out August 18th here in the States. You have to go get it.
We need to go get it. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
was
Thank you so
great.
much.
Thank you. I'm Ivan. This is
Matt Solie.
Matt Solie. This is my entertainment. What's yours?